you should be seeing Whitemon TP up towards the top side pretty shortly. He needs to get that body block off onto the large camp.
Sure, but they do have, I mean, they've got Raven down here, right? So, see what happens. They're not letting FBZ into the lane.
TP there.
But then, well, now you're going to end up in this situation where if they want to keep rotating the lanes to chase the Troll Warlord after the Lycan, they can if they want to. Kazkyuden already TP down here. Even better would be if they could grab a kill on one of these two heroes while their TP is on cooldown. That would really ruin their lives. But instead, all right, Phoenix coming up to help out Cuckoo. And does seem like maybe GeekFam okay with this this laning setup that they've got going now.
Yeah, seems all right to me. They didn't get the chance to get that body block off, so you can see Hyde pull it through to this first wave. So some decent value coming through there, gets it off effectively. Cell, though, with that creep wave going down, isn't going to be able to just stand and contest that.
Yeah, they're really putting a lot of pressure on him. Only has the wolves skilled up so far. And Zephyr just going to come over and grab these creeps inside of the camp. But Dream is still going to be pretty happy with this wave pushing underneath his tower. Mid lane, Makoto CSing just fine up against the Quap. Obviously taking a lot of harassment, but to be expected. And very aggressive, lots of damage build from Carl here. Just the point in the scream early on.
And again, as it's around. No more body blocks being expended. They're just trying to get up in Dream Cell's face right now.
I'm just trying to pressure him. So do you think this laning setup for GeekFam, is it about trying to pressure the Lycan, or is it trying to, are they trying to just get a bunch of levels on the Pango? Is that maybe the plan? Wanting to, he is kind of the crux of their team fight, right? So
yeah. I think that Pango, if they can, and Zephyr, so it's a little bit obviously counterintuitive that both of them are just sticking in this lane for as long as they are, but I think it's just necessary in this laning stage. Lycan, of course, so strong with that bonus HP regen, and it's very hard to deal with.
And they're going to get more experience playing in their own safe lane than they would in the off lane, right? Because it gives them access to some additional pull options. Cute little play here with the Lycan Wolf actually dragging the wave currently, though maybe not that cute if Hyde gets brought down for first blood, and we'll end up dropping. Cuckoo picking that one up. Mid lane, Carl dropping very low. Does it have anything coming out? Is that his bottle on the courier? No, it's actually just couple of mangoes and a salve, so just gonna have to pop that one off and hope that he can get some help for the 4-minute runes, because Makoto's already salving up and he's got an empty bottle waiting for him.
Both teams have been pretty good at making those sorts of rotations, and such value being able to get that early kill. You've got a huge wave pushing into Cuckoo as well, so I'm sure Zephyr will look to take up a little bit of experience, get to that level 3, make some rotations elsewhere.
Hyde coming down here, does reveal himself now onto Whitemon. I don't believe there's an arrow angle currently, but a little bit of body blocking and a leap forward into the arrow is going to end up being a kill. Nice little rotation from Hyde, but does leave the 4-minute power rune spawn up to chance a little bit, though Carl invests the blink. Can he force Hyde to pick this up at least? Alright, he does manage to kind of.
Awful Cuckoo, he's at level 4.5, staying ahead of this Lycan, very important. Wants to get those early points into the Locky Shot and Swashbuckle as much as he can. At 22-second duration on the Shapeshift, it's just always going to be advantageous to get 2 or 3 of those Swashbuckles off during the team fight.
I was about to ask you what kind of build we should anticipate for Raven, or what you were hoping for, but I've clicked back on him and he's got a Battle Fury queued up, so that answers that question. And so far across the board, CS looking fantastic for GeekFam. Dreamcell is just hiding in the trees over at top. Got a little bit of a battle coming up for these 5-minute bounties. So I'm putting the pressure on the Keskute. Hyde holding on to the Fisher. We'll send Raven packing. Just going to be 2 for 2.
Amazing what you found laying around.
Well, with the laning stage not going so hot for Boom, does seem like maybe a bit more pressure on them to be making the plays, start shaking up these lanes once they get to level 6, or get the Necro 1 on the Lycan, start getting some more levels on the Ember. So for now, if things continue the way that they are, it's looking just fine for GeEK Fam.
Yeah, already having 3 points into the Flame Guard as well here on the Ember Spirit. So of course, like, it doesn't have all too much to be able to deal with that. It's going to rely heavily on something like the Queen of Pain to get into the perfect position.
What's FPZ going for? He's just going for Yule Scepter currently. There's even a nice little bounty waiting over here for Carl.
Why not?
Nice, nice. A little bit of item toggling going on as well.
Cute snaps the illusion rune in his face. Raven, he looks like he's pretty keen to itemize for the phase boots in this team fight. He's got vision of that arrow that tried to come out and disrupt that for him. Now he's level 6, so he's going to continue putting points into that Berserker Rage. He wants to have that move speed and as well as the snare chance. I think that's the key for once this Lycan feels like it's time to go.
Dreamcell, I mean, using the ultimate defensively at top, just to try and survive. Looks like he might be able to get a little bit of a turnaround onto Zephyr. As I say that, swashbuckle wildly off the mark from Cuckoo. Dreamcell really wants to finish off this kill. These last couple of spirits doing a huge amount of work, but the wolf will get the last laugh. And now Cuckoo also in danger. Dreamcell gets the double. It turned out to be a pretty good use of that first ultimate.
Playing on the edge there, the Aftershock, 0.6 second stun, actually enabling the cleanup there. He had the Swashbuckle available, and that would have been a dead Lycan.
Sonic Wave getting threatened at mid. Makoto, it's already used his TP, so can't go and get the free refill just yet. Quap definitely winning this mid lane, 44 and 20 against the 28 and 3 at this point.
Yeah. FBZ on the bottom side, though, he's not having the worst game. Granted, he has been given the to be able to get a bit more farm, have a bit more endurance. He's got his power treads, I believe, coming out to him now.
Makoto at mid, Sonic Wave's being used, dive through from Zephyr. Kezcute looking for a little bit of a turnaround. Makoto just wants the damage. It's gonna get screamed down. Can they finish this kill? He's still ticking, but he's sipping a little bit more and they will finish him off.
He's dropping.
Yeah. All right, well, 1-for-1 trade, of course, on the mid lane. Kezcute trying to get a little stack going. Zephyr, are you spiteful enough to block this? Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
He's like, buddy, nice try. Hyde runs in mid, gets a quick little D-ward going. Lots of help being handed over. And I think Hyde is now staking his claim for the mid lane. He's taking the CS for now. We'll see if Makoto's interested in leaving the lane just yet. Might be
very well could. He's level 7 now, so he wants to be able to pick up those couple of stacked up camps, but Zephyr, wisely enough, he's saying, right, this is my priority right now.
Trying to take them away. Makoto does have a haste, so Zephyr dive through. He's got a TP, but no real easy way to use it. Makoto finds him. They got a Fisher to interrupt as well. And now it looks like Makoto will be able to go and grab the last couple, well, the last one creep in this camp. Oh, in the top lane. All right, this time around, Dreamcell gets brought down. Raven popping off the battle trance. Just securing it. Oh, they're looking for a little more. Trouble for this Quap. Has actually got the blink on cooldown for now, so Makoto just going to be able to keep on running this one down. No help really coming. Whitemon looks like he will get this kill onto Hyde. I don't know how he ended up all the way under the tower, but...
Sneaky plays, that little thing. I think with that camp there that was stacked up, I think Kezcute picked up most of it with his Fatal Bonds, actually. So
oh, okay.
He's fairly happy. He's nearly hit onto his level 6, and he complete that with these outposts activating. Seconds time.
No rotations really to contest it just yet. Raven just starting to move his way through the jungle. Still eyeing the Battle Fury currently. Little items for Carl, just working his way towards treads, and Cuckoo is just going to be going for a Vlad's, it looks like, initially on the Pangolier. Very standard for your kind of pause 3 Pango, and it's going to enable some with the Troll and the Pango with the Vlad's. Definitely have to watch out for the Roshan potential in this game.
Dire's structures are
Has to be said though, it's very slow farm coming out here from Dreamercell. He's only got the Necro Book 1 and 10 minutes into the game. No boots, of course, not really needed as the Lycan, but you would expect the trade-off for that is, of course, having at least a Necro 2 at this mark.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Bottom side, lots of TPs coming in.
Yeah, they're really looking to bottom. They don't have level 6 on the Phoenix just yet, so he's just gonna get stunned. Zephyr tries for the dive away, but now Cuckoo also getting trapped under the tower. He's gonna try and cut his way through. Swashbuckles for a little bit of healing. Does not want to use this Rolling Thunder if he can avoid it. And does seem like he's gonna end up surviving. All creeps getting cleaned up a little bit by this glyph over at top. You hold on to this bot if you want. I'm being on the boom. Sorry. Finding these uneven trades on the map, though, even with the one tower taken, they are still behind a little bit on the net worth just because of raw farm.
Yeah. FBZ again though, he's having much more of a game, much more of an impact, and like he's much more comfortable with these damage style of heroes as opposed to ones that are just providing pure utility.
Yeah, he's at least getting some playmaking potential here. Hasn't opted for a point in the Moonlight Shadow just yet, so I feel like that does say something about the mentality that Boom have currently. They're just sort of grabbing their initial items, taking out these free towers when they can get it with the Lycan, but other than that, content to just continue for the time being and maximizing their damage. Just sort of, they're sitting in their lanes, really, for now.
I reckon Kezcute's saving for. Got 700 gold available. I'm liking the way Hyde's built, you know, going into that maximum value with the Windlace, with the magic, and then going for the Blink Dagger, just making sure progression's okay, but this Warlock, is it even like going for a straight refresher? Is that something that you could consider?
I think he might just be looking for Arcane. You've got a couple of heroes on your team that really do not mind having a little bit of extra mana.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Might be the call. Dreamercell just pushing at top with the Necrobook, but yeah, still pretty passive overall. How is the Troll Warlord? Battle Fury going. Raven just on this bottom side of the map, alternating between bot and hitting up some Ancients when he can. Whitemon only the 1 point in the Bloodlust so far, but I mean, it's a pretty value point to be honest. Only getting an extra, what, 10 attack speed and what 2% move speed per level? Ugh.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the real thing that you want is being able to lock down both this Ember Spirit and the Lycan, and even the Mirana, honestly. So something like the stun is obviously going to be really impactful. What neutral items do they have right now in GeEK Fam? Not getting the Keen Optic, so locking out there would have been real handy for this Ogre with that short cast range.
We've got a mango tree that nobody has planted just yet. We're on Boom. Keep our eyes out for that. And Kezcute does end up opting to just get a full wand and some raindrops. So
okay, it's fine. You just want the value for now. You feel like you're going to be team fighting soon-ish. Come on to the level 10. He's gone for the health, stealing some farm away from Raven here, which is always pretty good, right? Raven's one of those carries that's always going to find the farm on the map. So if you're able to delay that in any way, big impact.
Do you not feel like there's more pressure on Boom to go and make a play here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, they're smoking now. I'm just like, okay, they've got the Necro 3. Maybe that's what they were waiting for, but I feel like the onus is on them to be, you know, using their cooldowns effectively and continue to try and find towers. Zephyr does have the level 6 now on the Phoenix and the maxed out Fire Spirits, so that's really going to be the backbone of this Deep team fight. Whitemon walks straight forward into a very angry Lycan, locked down by the Fissure, and will just be quickly killed off. On the other side, FBZ needing to be somewhat careful, but there isn't an insane amount of lockdown. They're just going to poke some damage onto him and keep considering their team fight. Raven's trying to find this bottom tier 1 for free, but Makoto has other things to say about that. Trouble for Dreamercell, as his creeps do get cleaned up pretty effectively.
He'll be okay though. He's got that 8 extra HP regen, so he's just going to be able to go back to the jungle for now. But again, it's the effectiveness of information striking again, right? We have this observer ward near the Dire Tri-Camp that's in a little bit of an unconventional position, so wouldn't be picked out by your standard ward right up on the high ground. And it scouted out the fact that FBZ was making that rotation through, getting in position to want to arrow, and just made that smoke so much more obvious, which is why Whitemon just threw his body into it.
Yeah, and he's He's the +5, so it's very easy for him to just tank a gank. And I think so long as the troll is still farming, then GeEK fam are completely fine with the way that this game is progressing. I really don't think they're feeling like they're under any pressure. Because he does get a quick courier snipe over here. A couple of leaps being used, but there's a stun waiting, so no TP out for him. Cuckoo has the Rolling Thunder available. Really nice swashbuckle connecting onto both of them. They're gonna pop down the Supernova just to ensure these kills, hide getting burned down. And what can Boom find on the way back from this?
Nada, it seems like. We've even got TPs coming through from Cuckoo, so he's probably going to spot it out Makoto here.
Whirling X's have been used, but here comes the swashbuckle. They are going to drop down the chaotic offering pretty much immediately. Sonic Wave through Raven, actually getting the ultimate off, surviving a little longer. They've also got the Sunray for him, but Kezcute finishes off the kill. Rolling Thunder through from Cuckoo, asking for a little bit more help. Dreamicell again on a sliver of HP. Popping the ultimate just to try and contribute to the fight. But just going to end up being the Troll Warlord killed after all is said and done.
Again, they're taking okay trades here on GeEK fam, right? They don't lose the tower for that Lycan ultimate being used. You've used the chaotic offering as well. Sure, you didn't have to pop the hide Echo Slam for it, but I feel like you just need to be getting a whole lot more out of this value.
Cuckoo going pretty aggressive in the river here. Does want this kill onto Kezcute. Looks like he will be able to grab it. Now a little bit more lockdown onto Makoto. He doesn't actually have a remnant out currently. So just gonna keep getting chased down. Whitemon waiting for him at the other side. He's got under stun in a second. Not even gonna need it. Carl picking up the double. FBZ just forced to leap away, and GeEK fam still holding on to this lead.
Bottom tower has seen better days.
No.
He started the wind up there with Whitemon to try and get the kill onto FBZ. They've used the Fortify as well to protect this creep wave, but
really do something about
I suppose double use with the bottom tier tower.
In place.
But Raven just about to get his Battle Fury here. And I don't know, Troll having his Battle Fury and the Lycan draft having only taken one tower so far is just...
You wouldn't go for the Echo here, would you?
Solo kill? No, I didn't get it. He didn't have the mana or the cooldown for the Fisher, so... Carl just walks away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All these little victories go in GeEK fam's way, and it's not a good sign when you've gone this Battle Fury Raven. You know, they're very happy to sit back and relax and say, well, you brought it out, more than happy to.
Yeah, we can chill from here if you want. I mean, Hyde does almost have the blink, but that feels like it's the only big timing really coming up soon for Boom. Lycan's going to be going for a BKB next. But Zephyr just keeps constantly pushing out bottom. They're trying to go on him a little bit here, but he does get the dive away. Makoto gonna go chasing after him. He does have the Supernova, but I don't think he's gonna pop it here. It's only level 1, so just accept his fate. And team coming over to help. There is a slightly unconventional Radiant Ward over here, kind of spotting that rotation, but instead, GeEK fam just gonna send everybody over towards me.
I like that one. Had some neutral items come through as well. Oh, who's been caught out here? Looks like the Pangolier, but he's be okay.
Oh, Cuckoo wants to take this fight. He is under this sentry ward currently. Just gonna back it up.
Pet peeve. Items, please, GeEK fam. They're there.
Yeah, are we missing some? Who are the offenders here?
I mean, there's a clumsy net that an over.
Arrow gonna catch into Zephyr. A little bit of a dive. He does have the Supernova. Might be able to get it off. He pops it. Here comes the swashbuckle. They just can't hit it at all. The Rolling Thunder through. Sonic Wave to kill Makoto. Perfect combination from GeEK fam. And they're not done. They're looking for a little more. Whitemon running forward. Does have the stun available. Locking down onto Kezcute. Cuckoo going in deep. They are gonna drop the chaotic offering. Looking to keep him locked down. Carl just jumping forward. Wants to finish this kill. The Shadow Word heal not going to be enough, and Carl heading into the trees. Everything's getting stacked up on top of itself. So 3 for 1. Dreamicell just getting kited around in circles. Zephyr still had one more spirit, and again, Boom just not winning these team fights, even when they use their big cooldowns.
Yeah, it just continues going from bad to worse, right? They don't lose all too much in that team fight. They commit so much for it, and now you've just got this extra little bit of time where Raven, he can just sit back once more and just continue farming away, pushing down this tower. Should be a relative ease.
Middle tower has fallen.
Photo, you've committed in fairly well. If he gets lucky with a bash,
Yeah, he was
down.
He did get rooted actually, but just as soon as that first hit came out, he was already. Okay. telling himself that he needs to play aggressively. They need to keep the tempo up. These Lycan ultimates have really just done nothing this game, Dano. It feels like every single time, to me, it feels like, oh, okay, every single time the Lycan pops an ult, he should at least be able to go and secure one of these tier 1s, but GeEK fam have been executing these team fights beautifully. FBZ does quickly snag this outpost up here. Kuku just TPing straight in onto them. Swashbuckle away, getting some good HP going. Chainstone onto FBZ, Rolling Thunder attempted. Hyde is gonna lock him down for a little bit longer. Sentry Ward getting dropped. Body blocks onto Hyde. Makoto coming forward. Kuku, I don't know if he's the ideal target really. They will manage to burn down the Phoenix as Raven trying to find the Ember. They're just trying to pressure him into jumping, and then Whitemon's camping it out on the other side. Another jump away from Makoto. Fisher from Hyde. Securing the retreat for the team, and does have his Blink Dagger getting now, though Echo already on cooldown. Just going to be the Phoenix kill.
Some nice target prioritization coming there from Makoto. The Phoenix had Supernova available in about 8 seconds when he ended up going down, so that would have been disastrous if they had that turnaround potential. Now, you've got the Chaotic offering in 45 seconds, you've got another Shapeshift available. You would think this time, with the Glyph still 35 seconds away, they should be able to at least make an attempt on this tier 2 tower.
Seems like they want to try. Who's kind of up here as well, looking to slow things down. Swashbuckle, very, very useful.
The Radiant's bottom tower.
Carl also rotating through, does have the level 2 Sonic Wave available. Put some damage. Pretty aggro Blink, but feeling confident with the Essence Ring helping him out. Nice man Fisher from Hyde into a follow-up side chain. So everybody just poking and prodding, but Raven's still farming. So I feel like this
dancing his way through the jungle.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's very happy with the way that things are playing out currently. All right, nice little Yules from Carl just to dodge out of the way of that arrow. Do that, but he did. So there you go.
Eventually putting Makoto onto this bottom side, making sure that they're not going to slip too much further behind. 3k net worth lead by GeEK fam. Dota Plus slightly favoring them, but I mean, that's the thing. It's not out of the realm of possibility for them to come back into things, but it needs to happen in the next 8 or so minutes, you would have to say.
Yeah, I don't think they can afford to let Troll get 3 items. I don't think they can let him have SNY BKB, because at that point, all he has to do is just press his buttons, and he like auto wins the team fight, right? If he gets BKB Battle Trance off, I think he just kills everybody, pretty much. So. And
imagine if he gets a Paladin Sword or a Titan Sliver, you know?
Yeah.
That's just other stuff that's just going to make it unstoppable.
Yep. The Quap almost has a Shiva's, for crying out loud. The longer this game goes on, the more unwinnable the team fights become for Boom. They've got the Echo Slam in 2 seconds. This needs to be... Hyde's got to come up big in this next one. They absolutely have to win this next team fight. There's no way.
So you reckon they should be positioning themselves to perhaps take it around Roshan? I feel like that's going to be quite impactful for them so that they can immediately take another objective throughout the map. The scan comes through from GeEK fam because they realize, well, that's where I would be playing right now if we needed the threat, and it pings out onto someone. So Kuku is positioning himself fairly defensively in these trees here.
Wolves scouting, all right, but does get revealed. Hyde running forward. Can he get a 2-man Echo? It's only onto 1 so far, but good lockdown onto Kuku. They're going to drop the Chaotic offering as well. Carl actually jumping in, bombs the Sonic Wave onto everyone. Here comes the Supernova. Can they protect it? That's got to be the big question. They're trying for now. Boom, committing everything to put that down, but they've already lost 2 heroes. Kezki still has the Golem, pretty healthy. He's running back. He's going to get cleaned up. Makoto half HP, and Dreamacell once again just loses the entire army pretty much instantly and just has to turn tail and run. That is not the team fight win that they were looking for.
No, heavy commitment, ultimates used, and they even take out Kuku before he's able to pop the Rolling Thunder, and you still lose 3 heroes? It's not the way you want things to go if you're trying to make it go back into this, and
just happened.
Be able to scout out the fact that this Roshan's going on with the sitting invisible next to him, but there's not really too much they can do about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're really going to be able to accomplish here. Dropping pretty quickly, they're running over. Okay, Carl, need to be careful. Actually doesn't have the mana for the Yules currently. He used the Essence Ring. That's trouble. Here comes the Chain Stun. He's gonna be brought down. Kuku with the Rolling Thunder, just gonna make the space.
Rosh is still
holding onto it for a moment. Roshan's still happening. FTZ jumping in. Can't actually grab it. Raven pops the BKB and now just looking for the kill onto the Mirana. Didn't have leaps left. Tipped immediately from Carl. FBZ just getting a little desperate there. Really wanted to secure the Aegis for himself. But, well,
those are the sort of plays you have to make, though. It has to be said. Like, they were falling behind, and, well, they still are. They're at least able to grab the T1 tower during that, with Dreamercell not being able to have that big impact in the team fight that he would be wanting to. That's AC that's finished up, though, so maybe that's the next timing that they're waiting for. Ultimate's back up online, level 18 on Dreamercell, AC available. Try and get a win.
There's just so much waiting. There's so much waiting for ultimates here for Boom. There's like ultimates being up, but then not used because they're waiting on somebody else's ultimate. It's like, it's pretty painful, and the overall pace of the game is just so slow for them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm really not sure what they do for the next 5 minutes now that this Aegis is up on the troll. Feels like Raven can just kind of go walking at them in the fights, and it's going to make everyone else's life really easy because they've got a proper frontman now. They didn't really have that so much. Cuckoo was kind of filling that role in the last couple of fights, but
Look at this troll, he just melts these towers. He's got the Bloodlust on top of him as well. FBZ committed the arrow to at least take out the siege creep, but he is a siege creep.
Mikoto jump away, but it's not that far. They are going to try and save him. Nice Fisher actually blocking things a little bit, but Sonic Wave still makes quick work of him. They've actually caught out Hyde over here. Cuckoo a little bit trapped. He does manage to get the blink off. Okay, living. That's good news at least for Boom, but...
Oh, they're actually coming in here on Raven.
I mean, what does he have to worry about? Sure, they've got Chaotic Offering, but he can just walk at anyone. He wants these creeps. Another Fisher just to protect the Necro books. But this is a Necro pop, and it's not really doing anything for them currently.
Radiant's top tower is under
It's another one of those situations where you had a 4v3 and make it count.
Top tower has
part of the previous encounter.
And GeEK fam just constantly sweeping across the map. They're tightening the net. They know that Boom can't fight without their Ember, so they're just going to force them all the way back to their base. There is one leap available for FPZ. They're looking for a little bit of a turnaround here. Onto Carl, good chain stun. And they will actually manage to punish him. Cost them the Echo Slam, but... you gotta take what you can get at this point. Raven is still just walking in heroes. Supernova gonna get popped. Cuckoo trying to protect it. Didn't get the immediate disarm. Can they get it in time? Yes, they can. Raven's still getting kited around in circles somewhat. As Whitemon now also getting cleaned up.
Okay.
All right, GeEK fam. A couple of gimme kills here, and Hyde chasing, looking for a little more. Gets force-staffed forward. 3 seconds on the Fisher. Raven and Cuckoo thinking about going on him, but...
Oh.
Chaotic Offering getting threatened, and here comes Mikoto. Does need to be careful of the roots. Cuckoo just going to come back in with the Rolling Thunder. That is going to be the end of Hyde. Who are they looking towards next? And it's just going to be Kezcute. Nothing that they can do against the BKB for now, except kite it out. Dreamercell looking for a TP out. And, well, that's the end of that chase for today.
It could have been perfect for Boom, you know, being able to somehow recover that. I don't know if you needed to go for that extra chase, you know. At the end of the day, all you were really going to be able to kill was Cuckoo with all of that. Sure, you had the Chaotic Offering available, but Raven's not going to die twice with the amount of farm that he has. And well, that time could be much better spent getting the rest of your cores to somehow try and close the...
I do feel like it was well played by GeEK fam just to have, or well played by Raven, just to kind of protect Cuckoo as they retreated, right? I think they knew that, all right, the Pango's killable, the Troll is not killable. So long as we keep them together, maybe we can get something. And they did. They kind of got 2 turnaround kills after what was not a great start to that fight. How much longer on this Aegis? So only sub 1 minute now. But, I mean, in the time of that Aegis, Raven has like made very quick progress towards the Satanic, and that's just opened up this lead more and more as the #1 net worth hero.
But it doesn't look good.
They got a long duration stun through the arrow onto Carl, but he's going to be okay. I'm also liking this Lotus Orb pickup by Cuckoo. I think mostly it's probably going to be used for the Fatal Bonds, just to be able to break out of that, particularly for this Queen of Pain, who might be wanting to play a bit more aggressively.
Yeah, and useful for him against the Searing Chains as well, right?
Yep.
Able to make sure that he gets his spells off. Dreamercell kind of pressuring top a little bit, kind of threatening, but Raven's already up on the high ground here. Tier 3, now you see it, now you don't. FBZ trying to put some auto attacks under Raven, but he just does not care. Aegis is just about to be reclaimed though, so you gotta be careful about that. They do get a stun onto him. Can they get any kind of a follow-up? Lotus is gonna get him out of harm's way.
His Fatal Bonds just moved. Unfortunately, they connected onto him in a few creeps, I think, so they didn't have the big team fight domination that would be coming through from.
Quick smoke up from GeEK Fam, I think hoping to see if there's anybody over in this kind of area still farming their way backwards towards the base, but good call from Dreamicell. He does just TP out immediately, hide, face checks the ground, was not expecting them to be up here, and just immediately gets punished. Great positioning from GeEK, and they're going to keep the pressure on, just breathing down Boom's neck. Every time that they've got an advantage in these team fights with one hero dead, they are so good at completely closing off the map instantly.
And opening it up for Raven. You know, they're just going to the exact opposite sides of the map, and you know, worst case scenario, if they were to rotate through, it just wastes so much more of their time. Like, it's going to take 30+ seconds and enable things for the rest of their team. So I think, Pam, they've got the tempo down pat.
And well, they've got a Satanic now on their troll, and they did end up finding the Paladin Sword, but it is just going to be in the hands of Cuckoo for the moment. Boom, rolling out.
See, they've got a telescope in Tori, which I think is obviously really impactful, but this clumsy net as well. So much, and they've got a Nether Shawl for Zephyr, so they're spoiled for choice right now on GeEK Fam in terms of their neutrals.
Yep. Oh, sorting that now. Boom. Well, they smoked and they're kind of walking forward. The lanes are getting pushed in towards them currently, and I mean, 5-man smoke feels kind of obvious. GeEK Fam just playing around their high grounds, letting the BKB, Queen of Pain, play in the front. Gonna go for a smoke. I don't believe that this was spotted by Boom. Did they actually see anybody currently? The smoke breaks onto Dreamicell, just up this high ground. The Mirana now gonna get revealed quickly. Jumping forward with the Shiva is just trying to force this fight. Makoto hiding backwards. Raven running at them. Doesn't really have too much to worry about. Queen of Pain with the BKB trying to force this fight. If they can disengage on Boom, this could be a pretty good look for them. But Dreamicell actually just pops everything and looks to commit. He's putting damage onto Whitemon for now. Maybe he can get the Ogre, but that's all of his cooldowns used just for the one kill. And now they're looking for him. Sonic Wave, a couple more auto attacks should be all that it takes to finish off this kill. They don't even need it. On the other side, they do get the locked in onto Cuckoo and bring him down.
It doesn't matter though. Cuckoo doing an amazing job. They were all clumped up around this Radiant Tri-Camp area, but the Waller could just never get there. Not to use the Fatal Bonds or the Chaotic Offering. Cuckoo just throwing his body in the way and making sure that, well, that Lycan went down.
That's not good.
They're looking at Raven here, but you and what damage? Boom. There's just... There's this question of how do they actually kill the Troll Warlord. When's Roshan? 25 seconds, so with everything, with a lot on cooldown. I guess Boom still have a lot of stuff. They've still got their Chaotic Offering, they've still got the Echo Slam.
That was good, by it was so good.
He was just... Did he just wall off here? I was kind of looking at like Lycan dying over this way, but...
Oh, it was to the left, so the left stairs.
Oh, okay, so he was just...
over there.
Right.
Oh, Paladin Sword picked up for them. That's going to be, well, honestly, not quite as handy as it's on GeEK Fam's end.
Yeah.
Raven even realizes that that's at his disposal. So he's still carrying that Greater Fairy Fire. I suppose the 35 damage is nothing to snooze at.
Yeah, definitely really nice with all of his attack speed. Makoto getting threatened here mid, but until the Rolling Thunder actually gets popped, I don't think he's interested in jumping away. GeEK Fam spot their next target.
All right.
Into the Roshan, but they do have to respect the combo potential a little bit. Hyde running forward. Gonna Fisher, blocks in. Well, blocks him in a little bit. No. Oh, Arrow does connect onto the Troll, but it's not going to last all that long. Courtesy of the Satanic. Trouble for Makoto. Does get Chainston down. This is not the fastest Remnant. He didn't have one down already. They force staff him out of the way of the Sonic Wave, but Raven just goes in deep. Cleaning up the Warlock. Does get the Chaotic Offering off. Cuckoo looking to get over the Fisher. Doesn't quite get the shield crash. Looks like he's happy to just keep on rolling around in place. Whitemon once again going to be the target of Dreamicell. Supernova coming out, and Lycan just going to have to take his exit. Stage right.
But at the end of the day, that chaotic offering, it was on to one. Hyde still around. He's going to go for the Echo, who you would think.
He's looking for it. Jump in. Echo. Is it going to be enough damage? They've still got cooldowns. Roshan getting claimed. Aegis on the Lycan. FBZ manages to hop out. Dreamacell. Life number 1 going to get cleaned up very quickly. And Raven with the Basher waiting for him for life number 2. Mikoto deciding what he can contribute, but the answer is really not a whole lot. Just going to try and walk his way back to base. Even with the Aegis grab. And getting the last hit on the Roshan, still nothing up from that fight for Boom.
And 16k net worth lead now. Even G's onto Carl. He's like, look, I'm feeling pretty confident. I just want to be ready to fight one more time. Arcane. And getting close to that level 25. So what can you really do against this level of aggression?
Cuckoo comes forward, takes care of the mango tree. All right.
My tree.
Could have swiped a couple of mangoes while he was in there. Actually, did he? I think he may have, or maybe those are from their mango orchard. But...
yeah, they've been sitting on the ground a while. They might be off.
Well, Raven just getting sunrayed here as he sieges. It's gonna take him a little while, but looks like melee barracks still destined to fall. 30 seconds to go on the Lycan respawn. No real opportunity for Boom to take a fight. 50 seconds on the Echo Slam. 70 seconds on the Chaotic Offering. Even when they're using these big spells, they're not really finding the fight. Arrow? Nicely done. A little bit of damage onto Cuckoo, but I think he's going to be just fine with the help of the Sunray. Raven clearing up the creep wave, and now just heading forward onto the building to get some lockdown onto Mikoto. Force to have him away, but Raven, the objective-based player. Glyph comes out. Lycan TPing over into the tree line just to try and get a better staging ground. Rolling Thunder getting threatened by Cuckoo. Some chain stun onto Carl. Can he actually get the Yules off? Doesn't seem like he's going to be able to. Zephyr dive through, does still have the Supernova available. I don't even know if he needs to use it. 2 buybacks coming through as Raven just continues to play the objective. Here comes that ulti. Cuckoo, can he protect it? He's looking for some disarms. Looks like it's not quite going to be enough. They do bring down the Supernova. Raven running forward, still has the Battle Trance and the Satanic. He should be just fine. They try and force staff the Shaker in, but he gets stunned up by Whitemon, so he can't get the Echo Slam off. And here comes the dieback for the Mirana. Raven's looking for a little more. They even get the bash on the Mikoto as he tries to retreat to the
Still got Satanic, give him the
Raven
rampage.
making his claim for the base, making his claim for the series. Didn't quite get the rampage, but it's still GG called.
GG, well played. Game's gonna end before he's able to pick up the rampage. Where's the good manners coming through there from Boom?